Good habits. How to build habits that actually last. Most people think building good habits is about motivation and determination. They start with burning enthusiasm on the first day, but 3 days later, everything falls apart. Here, we understand in a unique way that building lasting habits is not about motivation, but about creatively designed systems. Motivation fluctuates, rising and falling like waves. Systems, on the other hand, work even when motivation is low. So, what are the 5 unique principles for building habits that last? 1. Use temptation bundling to hack your brain. Bad habits usually win because they provide instant rewards. Instead of fighting them, combine good habits with temptations you enjoy. This is called temptation bundling. For example, I can only listen to my favorite podcast while running, or I can only drink that special coffee while reading a book. This way, the good habit becomes attached to something you already enjoy. Your brain will start associating running with pleasure, not suffering. You are not fighting your brain. You are outsmarting it. Make good habits enjoyable, and consistency becomes easier. 2. Start with your future identity, not next week's target. Most people begin with targets. I want to lose 5 kilograms in a month. The problem is the goal feels distant, and when we fail, we feel useless. A more unique and powerful way is to start by imagining who you will be in the future. Not I want to be slim, but imagine myself 5 years from now. What kind of person is that? What do they do every morning? How do they take care of themselves? Then ask, what is one small thing I can do today to become that person? This shifts the focus from external results to identity expression. Every small action today is a way of visiting your future self. Lasting habits grow from who you believe you are becoming. 3. Turn habits into rituals, not just tasks. This is about changing your inner language. If you say, I have to exercise, it feels like a burden. But if you say, this is my morning ritual, the atmosphere changes instantly. Rituals carry meaning and intention. For example, instead of simply drinking water, make it a ritual of welcoming the day with a glass of water and gratitude. Instead of reading a book, make it a ritual of conversing with a favorite author through words. By reframing habits as rituals, you give them personal meaning that makes them more than obligations. Meaning creates emotional connection, and connection strengthens consistency. 4. Create a social contract with others. Individual willpower is fragile. But when other people are involved, we become more accountable. Make a public commitment or social contract. For example, tell a friend, if I don't exercise this week, I'll treat you to a meal. Or find a body double, someone doing the same activity at the same time, even from a distance. This sense of social responsibility and pressure is often stronger than personal determination alone. Sometimes promises to others feel more binding than promises to yourself. 5. Celebrate the invisible wins. We often celebrate only big outcomes. Losing 5 kilograms, finishing a book, completing a project. But habits are built from small, unseen victories. Celebrate invisible wins. When you choose to sleep early despite the temptation to binge watch a series. When you choose water instead of soda. When you still stretch for 2 minutes despite feeling lazy. These small victories may go unnoticed by others, but you know them. Celebrating them with a smile, a thumbs up, or a small note releases dopamine that strengthens habit pathways. Appreciate the process that isn't photographed, because that's where real change happens. In essence, building good habits is not about becoming a perfectly disciplined robot. It is about understanding how your brain uniquely works and designing systems that cooperate with it. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be smart enough to make good habits feel more appealing than bad ones.